Hello, beautiful family, lovers of good things, lovers of important personnel all over the globe. I bring greetings from a grateful heart. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone. Thank you for the love, the support, the sharing of my videos, the compliments, and all that. I really appreciate you. God bless us all. So, my beloved family, without not wasting much of your time, if you notice exactly what is happening, a lot is happening between the barrister of Mazinam Kanu, right from barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor to barrister Aloy Ejemako, from the IPOP leadership to the family of Mazinam Kanu, from autopilot to Biafra Prime Minister. You know that this Biafra Prime Minister, it's like he have a kind of spirit that controls him. At times, he say some kind of things, and everybody will like say, your own is too much. See, let me tell you, I just follow the truth because I listen to everybody, okay? Nobody is irrelevant. As far as this struggle is concerned, everybody is relevant. So your opinion, what you want, what you mean, your purpose of doing something is highly welcome. That is why I am here for you. Progress the analyst. I will touchlight all the points for you. That is why I am here. So right now, we are touchlighting what they are writing or what they are coming to tell us one after the other because I am here to work for you. So anytime you come up and say, oh, the head of Mazinam Kanu is like this, is like that, you see people start talking to him. You don't know what you are saying, especially what happened recently. They were like blasting him, saying, you don't even know what you are saying, you want to belong, you don't have a lawyer that is representing you. But the funniest thing is that I don't really know because this Biafra Prime Minister, he will come up and say, this is what I heard from Mazinam Kanu. In fact, as I'm talking to you, he have released another one that he heard from Mazinam Kanu. He said Mazinam Kanu normally sent him a message, and a lot of people are asking, how, when, where? Nobody knows. But if you listen or you read what he's writing, and Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor is also writing, you see that they are writing the same thing, just that these are two people that don't agree, okay? But what Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor wrote today, I read it today, but he wrote it since yesterday, when he visited Mazinam Kanu. And what Sir Mike Ezekome also wrote. In fact, Sir Mike Ezekome wrote a very long pamphlet, like very long. It will be displaying on the stream. You will be seeing what he wrote, everything. So I can't really go deep, but I will be expatiating on them one after the other because that is why the analyst is here for you. Hey, so my people, as I'm talking, Mazinam Kanu just blow alarm after all the said are done, after all the begging, after all the complaining. Barrister Mike Ezekome, before I go further, he wrote and he was telling his lordship he wrote to the court saying that they need somebody to go and investigate where Mazinam Kanu is living. They need somebody to go and see Mazinam Kanu in DSS custody. That is, the court should send a representative to go and see where Mazinam Kanu is living, his situation, his health condition, and everything. But something is surprising. It's like me, I don't know if these people, they really remember some things that they said before. Why am I saying this? We all know that a lot of people are shouting that the federal government of Nigeria don't obey court order. Hey, they said that the court have already discharged and acquitted Mazinam Kanu, and since then that the Nigerian government, they don't obey court order at all. They are doing this or they are so writing this message to the Nigerian government or to the court. What do you want them to do? After all, people have concluded that the federal government of Nigeria is the one that is leading the court, is the one that is deciding for the court. And now you are sending this letter also to the court to send a representative to, even if the court sent a representative, what will anything change? No, I think somebody is not really getting me because these people made us to understand that Mazinam Kanu case is a closed case. Mazinam Kanu had no case anymore. That the federal government of Nigeria, they are the ones holding Mazinam Kanu. And they also said that the court don't even have right to decide the case of Mazinam Kanu. And now you said this and you are also writing to the court again to go and send a representative to investigate, to see the place that Mazinam Kanu is laying his head. See, these people, they know. The judge, the lawyers, all of them, they are aware of the present situation. But their heads are so tight. They are aware of the present situation. Their hands are so tight because the message has already been passed that Mazinam Kanu should be discharged, acquitted. They don't have any case. They don't want to judge any case whatsoever about Mazinam Kanu. So sending message right now to the court again to go and do you think it's going to work? This is my question, because we were made to understand that this thing is not working. These people, they are not working. So why don't we send this message direct to the federal government of Nigeria? I don't know if somebody is understanding what I'm saying. Why this message is not sent direct to the right source? Because sending it to the court, I think, is a waste of time and is a waste of effort, because they've said that the court don't have anything to decide. In fact, that the court is not even working. That is what they said. Right now, after the visiting to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, after the meeting, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them that he will never beg the federal government of Nigeria to release him. See, I'm not the one that said it. Everything is written there. This is what the barrister comes up with, and this is his write-up. This is what I read, crow like this, broad daylight. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said he will never beg for his release. He said that because he knows his rights. He said that the court has already said discharge. You see why I said that letter written to the court is a waste of effort? Yes, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not in support of that letter. You know that those things, they are waste of things. That is why I said he will never beg for his release. Oh, he said they will not beg. You know this Pa Amechi the other day that said, oh, Buhari, please release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before I will die. And now what happened? The man died. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not release him. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said if he go and beg for his release, he said it's an insult to his personality. Based on who he is, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, he said he will not beg. Now my question is, share those people that are saying, oh, Simon Ekpa, you are doing this, you are doing that. For what you are doing, you don't want them to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now I ask a question. No. What is the difference between what Simon Ekpa is not doing with what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wish? It's the same thing. Simon Ekpa said he is going to take law into his hands. He said that he's not going to listen to anybody until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is telling you that he will never beg for his release. In fact, you people should think twice before you act. Before you attack anybody attackable in this life, make sure you have your own gidigba. Make sure you have your own facts. So that when you are talking, you speak with facts, evidence, truth, and straightforwardness. Because all this up and down, all this gallop that we are seeing, we don't want to be seeing them, because all what we are seeing is just gallop. Because if people like us say there is no difference between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, people will start to, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is different from Simon Ekpa. See, there's no difference, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have told you that this thing is action. He is going to be there without not begging the federal government of Nigeria for anything, without not begging for his release, that he know his rights, that the court have already said discharge him and acquitted him. And what is the essence of him begging? He said they can never stoop so low to beg Buhari, to beg Baba Tinubu. I said they will never do it. He said they will never do it, that his only option is for the court to decide. But tell me, how will the court decide when the court is not even there? They are there as if they are not there. I was thinking that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have court case February 14th, 11th, or 14th for his hearing. What is not happening? Because when I saw the pamphlet from Sir Mike Ezekome, I am a little bit confused. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is having court hearing 11th to 14th, why don't we wait for these things to be read out in court, to be discussed? Oh my goodness. But we have made to understand that the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is at hand. We have made to understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been released. But in this moment, even the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you listen to the message, you will know that Omo and Agani, things are strong. Things are strong. Things are hard. That man is suffering where he is. And he's tired of all the situation. That is just the basic truth. Conclusively, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is tired of all this shakara, all this up and down, all these activities. He's tired of everything. And he have come to his conclusion by saying that I am taking my faith, I am taking my stand into my hands. This is my destiny. This is what I have decided to do. This is the path I have chosen. And he is not telling you that he will never beg. He will no longer beg anybody. He will not beg the federal government of Nigeria for his release. Now I want to ask you one question. Have you sat yourself down and imagine why is it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu always hits this name? Anytime they visit Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they return. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell them that, tell the people of goodwill that the court has discharged my case. The court has closed my case. They don't know why the federal government of Nigeria is still holding him. Have you think about it? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not come and speak to you that, oh, do something. Don't abandon me. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not. But he speaks always with parable. And he expects you to take it as somebody that has followed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for years, as in quotes, you claim you follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for years, but you don't really know when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is passing out a sensitive message. Every time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say they should let you know that the court have discharged him, the court have closed this case, but the federal government of Nigeria is still holding it. What is this message? What is the meaning of this message? What is this message telling you? What are the lessons or the moral backup to this message? What did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu really want you to do by sending you this type of message? He said it openly. Tell the people I have been discharged, but they are still holding me. Tell the people that I am tired. I can no longer beg for my release. This is so emotional. He said he's tired of begging. He's tired of pleading. He can no longer beg anymore. He don't want anybody to beg for his release, but he still acknowledged those people that are asking or calling for his immediate release. He appreciates. They say, but for him, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he will never beg the federal government of Nigeria henceforth for his release. What did this apply to you? Why I say that the letter written to the court is a waste, because it is obvious that the court don't really have upper hand in this issue. I am advising, in fact, sending a message to Barrister Mike or Sir Mike Ezekome that the best place to channel this energy right now is a straightforward article to the federal government of Nigeria. In fact, send a message to Pa Bola Ahmed Tinubu that you want to have one-on-one talk. Yes, it is time for you to have one-on-one talk with the president. What do you think? Yes, it is time. Let him have one-on-one talk. Let us sit in the stream that Sir Mike Ezekome, a late counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, visit the Aso Rock. I think that is a great move. Or what did you think? We want them to go and visit the Aso Rock. Let them talk to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let them speak the language that he will also understand to them. Let them speak to him. Let them talk to him one-on-one. Enough of all this. Today you write to court, tomorrow you write to court. You'll be writing to court. But the court is hard. They fold their hands. Their hands are tied. It is better for you to go into the den to take what you really want. Go and hear from Mr. President himself. Or is it difficult? Can't they give you the permission, or can't you write that you want to see Mr. President so that you have one-on-one talk with Mr. President and see what will come out from it? Because as it stands, the court is not the right place to go right now, because it is obvious. You have said the court don't obey court order. They don't obey order. The court is this, the court is that. That is the federal government of Nigeria that is holding everything. So why don't you go to the federal government of Nigeria direct? Why don't you go to the president direct? I think that should be the next step. So my beautiful family, what I have come here to tell you is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, said he's no longer going to beg for his release henceforth. In fact, he's tired of begging. He's tired of the situation. He's tired of this condition. He's tired of every ups and down. Right now, he's taking his destiny into his hands by laying a conclusion which says, I will not beg for my release henceforth. So I don't really know how this message applies to your life. Please drop your opinion in the comment section. If you understand the motive why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speak out to the federal government of Nigeria that he will never beg for his release. So thank you so much. Please do it to share this video, like and subscribe. I still am your one and only Progress the Analyst, as I bring you all the latest updates back to back. Thank you so much and bye-bye.